Juliet Lee, an immigrant searching to further her education and build a new life, was killed by a stray bullet during a drive-by shooting last year.
And today, the man who fired that gun learned his fate. 32+ years behind bars. And Paul Bloom is live in our newsroom tonight. Paul, this murder was felt across the globe with the impact on display in a St. Paul courtroom today.
Kelsey and Amy, you think about a true immigrant success story. Julia Lee should be celebrating Thanksgiving with her loved ones this week. Instead, they were seeking justice, pouring out their broken hearts in victim impact statements today. Her husband via Zoom from Dubai. Prosecutors reading a letter from Lee's mother, who continues to grieve her daughter's murder back in Kazakhstan.
It's important to note, Your Honor, that the impact not only was felt locally, it was felt around the world.
The seemingly random slaying of Julia Lee along Payne Avenue in St. Paul, February of last year, rocked the capital city, and it shattered Lee's loved ones across the globe, particularly in her native Kazakhstan. Lee was 34 years old. She came to Minnesota seeking peace, advanced studies, the American dream, and was by all accounts flourishing in a career at H.B. Fuller.
That's the dream that her mother, her family members, and the people in this courtroom had for her.
Lee was on her way home from the grocery store, preparing for a dinner party, when she was shot in the head inside her Mercedes that evening. The car locked, still in drive by the time emergency responders got to her.
This is not supposed to happen. I wish I could take it back every day.
The gunman, Melvin Williams, was just 15 years old when he pulled the trigger while driving himself. Initially, police figured the teen, with an extremely troubling juvenile record, had opened fire for no apparent reason. On Tuesday, Williams set the record straight. He intended his gunfire for a young man he had an ongoing beef with, who was walking near the Payne and Cook Avenue intersection when a wayward round struck Lee. Williams ultimately pleaded guilty to second-degree drive-by murder in adult court. The judge handed Williams a 32+ year prison sentence that Williams will begin serving immediately.
Mr. Williams, you knew the risks of firing a gun in a busy intersection during the day.
Melvin Williams went on to apologize for his actions and promised to come out of prison a changed and better man. He just earned his high school diploma while locked up in juvenile detention. With credit for time served, it is expected Williams will spend just shy of 20 years behind prison bars. We're live in Newsroom. Paul Bloom, Fox 9.